Hello YouTube, we have Brandon. You got top 4 today playing what?
Gold Pride.
Yeah, and this is post Cyberstorm Access. Obviously the area allowed us to play the new cards.
Premier event, so we get to play stuff for the day.
Nice. Alright, and how'd you like your deck?
Honestly, it's really fun. There's stuff to fix, of course, but that's the nature of day one.
Yeah. How many cards is in your main deck?
40.
This is pure Gold Pride, right?
Yeah, pure. There's no punk.
Okay. Alright, let's see your main deck.
Okay. So I played Tour Guide. I like this card a lot. This is a 1-card combo that, like, the punk build does the same thing, but, like, you're just kind of playing, like, more bricks to do the same thing, and you're really, like, the benefit you get is, like, yeah, you can, like, draw 2 cards and have, like, an ogre on top, but it's, like, I think that playing the bricks essentially isn't really worth it to me. This is, like, a 1-card, just does it.
Okay.
So, big fan of that. And what you summon off it is Carrie, so she's a fiend, she's a 3, so you can, like, summon this, you make the Xyz, detach this, search the Rhoda searches the Leon, and you just, like, go from there. But yeah, so I guess we'll go into the Gold Pride lineup. So 3 Carrie, 3 Leon, 3 Rollerballer, and 1 Nitro.
This is one of the new ones, right?
So this is the new one. So this one during the main phase is a quick effect, allows you to fusion summon any Gold Pride fusion monsters, just using monsters from your hand or your field. So it actually does not have to include itself. So there's like a benefit to running 3 is that, like, if you have multiple, it's like really good to play against Ogre, because they Ogre it more often than not, you would just like not resolve it. But if you have like one in hand or another one on field, then you can just fuse that one on it. Right?
Okay.
Nitro is a good one of. It helps make Psychic and Punisher. That's the main reason it's in there. And if you know me from playing Plunder Patrol, you'll love this effect. It summons a token to their field in the standby phase. It's even better this time because I cannot use it as link material. So Kashtira just gets bodied.
Nice.
And it's also just like really good when you get to like grind game states, because like you just kind of go like token for turn after turn, and then when you summon the token, it targets the token during their main phase as a quick effect. You pop it, but it also pops cards adjacent to it. So if there's a spell card, so for like Kashtira, right? If you can like pop the token, they go birth, doesn't really do anything. You give them another token on top of the birth. You go pop the birth, or you pop the token and it additionally pops the birth. And like it's other matchups today, people just like summon stuff right next to each other.
Like it punishes them for doing like
yeah, kind of just like punishes them for like
not reading.
It's really it's the Mech Knight effect, honestly.
Yeah.
So you just kind of like can call it out like at the beginning. So it's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I just would like target their monster and it would just like blow 2 cards up next to it.
Okay.
So it can like potentially pop up to 5 cards at once.
Nice.
Leon, this is like the best one, especially like when you're like going turn for turn. It's really good. This one just targets any non-warrior Gold Pride engraved and summons it on out. You do get locked at the Gold Prides after that, but like it doesn't really matter because like you only can do so much with your cards anyways.
So
this one's really good.
Yeah.
It also is a quick effect to synchro on your opponent's turn using Gold Pride material as a synchro material.
Okay.
An additional effect for this one is really good. If this is sent to grave, target any Gold Pride monster that's summoned from extra deck, banish up to 3 from your grave, and if you do, it gives that Gold Pride monster 500 attack per like card banished. So your Gold Pride monsters can get pretty big and like help beat over stuff, which is pretty important.
Nice.
So this deck can randomly like kill your opponent at times. I did run 3 that came out of nowhere. The reasoning for this was like in case I kind of had like
it's actually called.
Oh yeah, no, it actually came out of nowhere. Yeah. The main reason for this was like because I wanted to play these at 3 ups. The other reason too is like I'm trying to play against Kashtira. The deck is still alive, so if anyone doesn't agree with my ratios, that's why. So yes, like I will admit there were a couple times I like opened both of these and just like, well, this doesn't really do any much. So if like I can like have this along with it, I can at least summon the Pinballer and then just like fuse because you need stuff from my field and or my hand. Yeah. So that was like another reason why I played 3 of this. And even then, like this card like in a grind state is like pretty good because you like I did it a few times there. I was just like, all right, summon back the Leon. Leon effect summon 1 out. Your opponent can summon 1 too, but like it doesn't matter because you're just gonna like summon this most of the time. Or even if they do summon 1, you just can summon this one out. And then like you can just summon Star Leon, pop it, gain the attack, and just kill them. So it's like really awkward for your opponent to actually like do anything. And like my opponent just ended up like not summoning anything out. No, this card's like kind of weird. It's like bad when you don't have anything to work with it, but it's like ridiculously broken when you do. And then for like the best card in the deck, 3 Better Luck Next Time. This is the Rhoda, so you search any name and then you lose life equal to the attack of the name you searched. So as you can imagine, that's very good because they all have this effect that if you have a lower life than your opponent, reveal it, special summon it, and you could just go from there. They're all extenders at that point. So when you're playing against like Masquerade, when you're playing against a Long Young deck, all of your cards are just like extenders. It's really broken for that. I also played 3 Structure Engines. This card's crazy. It's not once per turn. That's a huge to import it, so you can do it in the same chain link. You target, so if your opponent normal special summons a monster, reveal, target the monster, reveal 3 names from your deck. Your opponent randomly chooses one, so you can choose. So you reveal the same 3 names. That's another reason why I ran 3 Rollerballer, because I wanted to guarantee summon this on out. If not, you can just 1, 2, 3. They'll just choose a random one, roll a die, and they'll summon the one on out. And then on resolution, it pops the monster you targeted. So it's like convenient. You just like pop the monster they summoned, and then you get a body. It's like pretty cool. For other non-gold price stuff, we have 3 kaijus. I was scared of kitty cats. Even then, like, this is pretty cool. Just working with like Starleon, you just like kaiju their card. Starleon like gains 2200 and then pops this. So like that's like pretty cool. Like, and if you like, you're gonna synchro using like carry, so you can carry boosted by 1500, and then like you just summon another name and like kill them. Okay. That's a pretty cool little neat interaction. So if you want to play bigger kaijus, go for it. For hand traps, 3 ogre, 3 ash. They do their job. We're in a hand trap format. And then 3 of perm. This card was like kind of okay. I just like, I mean, it was really good. I just wanted like, it kind of has to be paired with other stuff to be like effective in my opinion. It's not like going to do anything on its own. We're like ogre and ash are better on their own, but like this kind of has to be paired with something else. And then harpies, call by, you know me. And then I ran 3 talents because like, again, it's like the thought process is like a hand trap format. But this card was kind of like weird because it's like not kind of good to like draw cards because A, Droll is just huge right now. B, if you're playing against the Pearly deck, you just can't take the dumb cat. And then like looking at the cat's hand doesn't do much because every card does the same thing. So it's like, yeah. So, oh no, it's like this card's really good as a card, but it was like awkwardly kind of mediocre at times today. And then 1 Rhoda because Leon's a warrior. But I will say I'm probably going to test out 3 Gamma and a driver. So everyone, for those who want to do that, do that. Yeah. Just test it for me. See how it goes for y'all.
Now your extra deck.
The extra deck, yes. Lingaribo. I did not want to be caught lacking by a Ibli. This is in here. This is random. I had a flex spot, and I thought to myself, if I did take a monster with talents, what would I do with it? I'll link it off. I do not want to give it back to them. But this might get cut for something else. I don't know what, but you can do whatever you want. Psychic again, Punisher. This card is crazy. Yeah, this card's like just cheating, honestly, because you just like get your life really low, and then you just summon this, boost it, and then just like, kill them. Okay. And you synchro summon it using the Nitro Head and the Leon. So that's like another reason why. That's the main reason why I play Nitro Head. Phantom Knight Breaksword, just a generic pop anything. It only came up like once today, but even then I kind of like goofed on it, so it's not bad. But if you playing correctly, I think it's like decent. You can deal with boards. And then Downerd, Double Zeus, just trying to play around Kashira. Yeah. I did not play Kashira today for anybody wondering. And then for the rest of these, so 2, 2, 2, 2. The main reason, Kashira, of course.
So real quick, so 2 Gold Pride Nitro Blaster.
Yeah.
2
Chariot Carry, Starleon, and then Pinballer.
Pinballer, okay.
So I'll explain what they do. So this one, what this one does, what this one does is, so you target a monster your opponent controls. Now it's not a quick effect, unfortunately, but you target one they control, pop it, and if your life point's lower than your opponent's, you can then destroy stuff adjacent. So this can pop up to 5 cards at once. This one, detach, search any gold pride spell, then if your life's lower than your opponent's, dump a name. Starleon, as a quick effect during the main phase, target a monster your opponent controls. It gains attack equal to that monster. It's a permanent boost. And then if your life point's lower than your opponent's, you pop it. And then this one, if it's fusion summoned, you can equip stuff to it up to the number of materials used to make it. So you're always going to equip 2 minimum. If your life point's lower than your opponent's, it cannot be negated in any way, shape, or form. No strike, no imperm, no nothing. And then they all have the exact clause. During the end phase, if they activated their previous effects that turn, they mandatorily have to bounce themselves to the extra deck and then summon one of like their counterpart from the grave of your deck, which like isn't bad. It's not bad at all.
I was like, oh god! And then you completed your sentence. I was like, okay.
No, yeah, no, it's not bad because like you like bounces back and then summon the Pinballer again. So like they have to deal with it again. Yeah. So it's like literally just turn after turn.
They're Neos fusions.
Oh yeah. And then this one's good because he just like bounces back, get a Leon, so you can like start doing like more plays on your turn, like quick synchro into it. This one's good. You just summon out the Nitro Head. You can make Psychic again Punisher. This one's good. Just bounces itself back. So they're good at like recycling themselves. That's why they're 2-ofs. But again, trying to play against Kashira, I don't need them blowing me, and then they just rip the only one I have out. Okay. That's kind of tough. Because these all did come up today.
Okay. And then to your side deck.
Yeah, for the side. Huzzah! 3 Droll Lockbird. Oh god, yes. Yes. Powerful card. Shoutouts to Mark Garcia. I know he loves this card. He uses it too. I love you. My boyfriend. So, the 3 Nibiru. In theory, people summoning cards. I cited it in once and it was against the Sword Soul deck. So, I don't know, this might come out. It wasn't like bad, but it wasn't good. I didn't draw it, but in theory, like the harder matchups, I didn't cite it in against. But I don't know. The kitty matchups, like, just really awkward to cite against in general. It's just so awkward, dude.
Okay.
3 Book of Moon, mainly for cash, but in theory, you can also play this against like the mirror match. So like, if your opponent goes, oh, Unga Bunga, summon this, you can just chain this, book it, they don't equip anything. That is the ruling.
That's pretty cool.
That's a cool ruling. And I cited it in maybe like once or twice today. Again, it was kind of awkward, just didn't really work the way I wanted it to. So citing's a lot of work.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are deciding
Yeah,
as the form
weird.
progresses.
Yeah. Storm, this card is actually pretty good. This is mainly meant for back row, but like, won't lie, if you just draw like the Ooga Booga combo of this plus Kaiju against the Kitty Cat deck, it's not that awful then.
Yeah.
Then, and you summon Tour Guide and they just don't do anything to it, then, you know, God bless. Deep Barrier, this card's amazing. As you can see, kind of like my Plunder deck, guys. I have a lot to work with here. So, you know me, I'm brain dead, and I don't like to be forced. I'm awful. But yes, you do this against kitty cats, and then you're just like, please, for God, don't summon the big one. It's adorable, but you're bodying me.
Nice.
That's my side deck. It's terrible. Except for these two cards. These two are pretty good, if I can get them out here. The rest of these, except Joel, you have to play this one.
Oh, yeah.
Except for the rest of these are up to you guys.
All right. Well, thank you, Brandon. Congratulations on your placement today. Anything else you want to say about your Gold Pride deck?
It's honestly fun. I actually do enjoy it. I will be testing the Punk engine once I get the Punk stuff. Let the race begin, I guess.
Oh, my God.
I'm cringe, sorry.
All right. Well, thank you, Brandon. Have a good night.
Yes, love you all.